The political forecast and the latest on the midterm election. This morning, ballots are still being counted in a handful of states. And that means the balance of power in Washington is still up in the air.
Yeah, President Biden held a news conference yesterday at the White House in an election where Democrats fared much better than expected. Biden said it was a, quote, good day for America.
Our democracy has been tested in recent years, but with their votes, the American people have spoken and proven once again that democracy is who we are.
This morning, but first, we're going to start with NBC News White House correspondent Monica Alba. Monica, great to have you on with us. So it was unclear initially, actually, if we would hear from the president, but we did. So tell us some of the key takeaways from Biden's speech.
We did, and for an extended period of time, Savannah, the president taking a lot of questions and somewhat of a victory lap. Of course, it's hard to label it that given we still don't know what the outcome is going to be with the House or Senate. But the fact that the president came up with this optimistic tone and said Democrats defied the expectations, even some expectations some of his own White House aides had set out for this night, signals that they were quite pleased with how their party fared. And this was a president who did come out and say he was essentially buoyed by a couple of the issues that they had focused their midterm strategy on in the closing weeks that they feel really resonated with voters. The first of those being the issue of democracy and having that on the ballot, saying essentially that the job of people when they go to the ballot box is to strengthen democracy. That's an argument and something President Biden had been talking about a lot in those final days. And then also the issue of abortion. That's something I'm told that the White House really felt was like a vindication and a validation of the time that they spent working on that issue and trying to mobilize voters and translate that energy to having them show up. And based on the exit polls, that is certainly what happened. So this is a president who says, look, we know we're going to now have to reach across the aisle, work with Republicans. There's a lot left to do. But he definitely came out and felt like this was something that was better and that he was maybe had been underestimated by some of the pundits heading into election night. Savannah.
Monica, let's not talk about how people potentially feel about the president himself. I mean, despite Democrats' stronger showing Tuesday night, NBC News exit polling did show that voters are skeptical about a potential Biden re-election bid. 67% of voters saying they do not want to see Biden run for a second term. What's the president's response to that?
Yeah, and the interesting breakdown is that out of that 67%, 43% of those are Democrats. So, and of those, of course, who said they did want him to run again, that's more like 80% of Democrats. So you do still see some support, of course, for the incumbent president, but there are a lot of calls and questions about his future. He has said that he does plan to do this all over again, but that no final decision has been made. And this was framed to him not just about a potential other 4 years, but how things may go in the next 2 years leading up to that if he does decide to run again. Take a listen to that exchange from the press conference.
What in the next 2 years do you intend to do differently to change people's opinion of the direction of the country, particularly as you contemplate a run for president in 2024?
Nothing. Our intention is to run again. That's been our intention, regardless of what the outcome of this election was.
Our is the key word there, Savannah, because he says he's going to talk to First Lady Jill Biden. They're going to make a decision together with their family. They're going to be having those conversations over the holidays. And then he says that there will be a decision officially early next year.
Monica, also, while I've got you, I want to talk about potential control of the House here. I mean, while it has not yet been determined, still waiting on votes, still have quite a few seats we have to call. House Minority Leader Kevin McCarthy is already making moves, in a sense, to become Speaker if the GOP takes over. What does President Biden's next 2 years of his first term look like if that happens?
Certainly could be complicated. This is, look, a gridlocked Washington. We've seen it before. It's possible not a lot could get done. Despite that, the president, though, says he is going to be reaching out to Republicans. He wants to work with them on certain issues. He did have some bipartisan support for things like infrastructure in his first year or so. So they're trying to see if there are other issues like that. But of course, you can expect Republicans to also launch what they've already promised, some investigations into everything from the origins of COVID to the president's withdrawal from Afghanistan, potentially even into his family members, including Hunter Biden's business dealings. But we do know that the president leaves for this foreign trip tonight. He'll be gone for about a week. And then when he gets back, he says he's going to invite congressional leaders of both parties to try to come together, have a meeting, and figure out what the agenda looks like going forward. Hopefully we'll have results by then.
All right, Monica Alba, thank you so much.
Thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Follow today's top stories and breaking news by downloading the NBC News app.